Hey everyone, so yesterday I went to Savers, went to 5 different Savers. It was half off day, so that's my day to shop. I'm going to show you guys all the shoes that I got. I spent $430 and I got maybe 110 pairs of shoes, give or take a few. So I'm going to try and quickly go through them all because I don't want this video to be an hour. So, okay, that's what we got. The most expensive pair of shoes that I bought were these. They had them at $26, but they're Fry. They're like really, really good condition. So I paid $13 for them. I wasn't gonna leave them behind. They were on the cart when they were putting shoes out, so I sort of grabbed them up. Next pair were these. These are G Series Nike Lab rain boots. I couldn't find them online, but I paid, they asked $18 for them, so I paid half that, $8.50, whatever it is. I think that's what it is, $9. I think they'll sell pretty well. So I really couldn't find any completeds on them, but I was looking quickly. There were so many people in the store, so I grabbed them. The next shoes that I got, there's probably 5 pairs of them. Hoka 1-1. These ones are more beat and dirty than I'd like, but there's no holes in them. The back of the ankle area looks good. If you wipe them down with a Lysol wipe, but they also only asked $5.49 for them, so I paid, you know, $2.75 or whatever it is. That's a good deal, so I wasn't gonna turn them down. Some more Hoka 1-1. These were $9.49, half of that. Again, no holes in the back. That's really important. Or up here. Some women's Hoka 1-1 right here. Those were $7.99, half off. So the next pair. Some more of them, a little dirty, but they'll clean up pretty decent. Those were $7.49, half off. The rest of this bin here are Born shoes. I don't always get them, but if they look cool, if I get them for a good price, then I usually will get them. So these were the sneakers, $8.99, half off. They're in really good condition. I'm just gonna wipe them down a little bit. The bottoms have almost no wear. So these ones here, I normally wouldn't get. I don't really like that fuzzy leather. They don't photograph well, but I only paid $2 for them, so I got them. Those are also Born shoes. These ones are cool looking. I haven't seen any clogs for Born like this, and they were $7 and good condition, so that's why I picked those up. These are the ballerina type flats. $9.49. I did look them up before I bought them because I don't know. I don't really like to pay that much money for Born shoes. So last pair in this tote are Florsheim Kids. I've sold a few pairs. These are in good condition and they only asked $2.49 for them, so I only paid $1.25. Couldn't even get them that cheap at the bins, I don't think, because they're definitely more than a pound. But tell by the inside that they haven't been worn much because the name is not worn off. Slide that tote over there. And I have 6 more totes to go through, and I'm gonna go quickly, but not too quickly. So this one has a bunch of Clarks in it. I don't always buy Clarks either, like Born, unless I get them for cheap and they're in good condition, then I won't get them. So, but these ones, they had them for $7. The unstructured Clarks I'm more apt to buy than the other kinds. These were still only $3, and these are in really good condition. They look a little faded, but use the leather wipe and it shines right up. These are, I don't usually buy heels either, unless they're super comfortable looking, but these were only $7, half off. So I picked them up and they're Clark's Artisan. I figured I'd try them out. There's no holes anywhere. So, yeah. These are good condition Clark's Artisan sandals. They had them at $6.99 also. Almost no wear. They still have the stickers on the bottom. So, that's a good indication that there's not a lot of wear on them. These here are pretty worn looking, but not too bad. I will use a leather wipe on the outside of the whole thing. There's no holes in the back of either shoe. I paid $5 for these. They're Clark's Unstructured. So again, I do kind of favor that. I think they're a little more comfortable than other types. But I don't know because I don't wear them. These are nice looking Clark's, $6.99. Clark's Indigo. I don't usually buy this brand, or Indigo by Clark's. But these were at the bin, so I probably paid $1.30 for them. So I figured I'd buy those. These ones I have never seen before. And they were $6.99. They're Clark's, but they're Clark's Wallabies. Let me see if you can see that in there. And they're in excellent condition, other than the fact that the way the sole is, it seems to collect fuzz. But I'll clean all that off before I sell it. So I'll just wipe them down with a leather wipe and they will be good to go. Some more Clark's. Alright, the next brand in here, these aren't going here. Sperry's. I don't usually get Sperry's either, but if they're cheap-ish, and they're in good condition, these ones here are the sequence kind, and as you can see, they are in good condition. You can still read it inside clearly, you know, and the edges, you know, aren't too worn. So I paid $4.50 for these after the discount. Here's another pair of Sperry's. These were $5. I did look up each pair of Sperry's before I bought them because I don't normally buy them because in my experience they don't really sell that fast. They're not really like fly off the shelf type shoes. I have sold a few of the sequence ones. I found those ones sell faster if they're in good condition. Alright, we have next Ortho Heel. Bionic. It doesn't say Bionic on it, but they are Bionic Ortho Heel. These always sell super fast. It doesn't really matter the size or the style. If they're in good condition or even not the best condition, you're going to get at least 20 bucks for these. As long as they're not falling apart. I don't ever sell shoes that are falling apart. I got 3 pairs, I believe, of Ortho Heel. There's a difference between Ortho Heel and Ortho Heel, so pay attention. See? Why is it all fuzzy? See if you can see that a little better. The good thing about these Ortho Heel shoes is it says the style inside. These are the Hannah style. It makes it really easy for looking them up. Each pair of these were like $9. These were $9.49, half off. But I almost always get them because they sell within a week or two tops, in my experience. Alright, Toms. Toms aren't a brand that I normally get either, but half off day I'm a little less picky if I find them cheap. But these are in good shape. $6.49 half off, so I got them. These are men's Toms. I don't usually find men's Toms. A lot of men's shoes are garbage. I think men hold on to their shoes forever before they donate them. But these are in good condition. Corduroy, all I gotta do is take like a lint brush to it. Still read the size okay. They were $6.99. Half off there. Some more Sperry's. These are $3.50 after the discount. These Toms here, these are women's size 9. What I usually do with these is I only buy them if I already have another pair that I'm going to sell, because I don't like to sell them singly. It's just a pain to list. They're not worth enough, but if I put 2 pairs together of the same size, I find that sells faster to me. But so I have another pair of women's size 9 that are going to go with these, and they're actually in pretty decent condition. So otherwise I wouldn't buy them. I don't. These Toms were at the bins, so I probably paid like $2 for them. They're men's. Again, there's no holes in them. Insides look pretty decent. You can still read it. There is some discoloration. I'll wipe it off, but it won't come completely clean. So, but people don't really care as long as it's cleaned up and you make it look. You can tell that if it's discolored, you don't want your photos to look like your shoes look immaculate and then somebody pulls them out of the package and they're like, ugh, you know? So, all right, next bin here is Crocs. Crocs I almost always get if they're in good condition and if I can pay under $4 for them. These, I don't usually get kids Crocs unless they're in excellent condition and sort of cool looking, so I think I paid like $2 for these. I'll probably put them free shipping because they're first class mail. These women's fancy Crocs I find sell pretty decent, so I picked them up. They were $7.49, half off. I got 2 pairs of these. These are like in like new condition. They still have the sticker with the style number on them. $6.99. They had them marked at. They're like perforated. I have 2 pairs of the same. These ones were $4.99, marked at good condition, and they're a men's and women's size, despite there's like a caterpillar thing or something on it. I'll leave that there because some people can just take it out, but I find that men's and women's sizes sell pretty quickly. I don't usually do free shipping for men's and women's sizings unless they are first class mail. Otherwise, you just don't know where your stuff's going and you're going to end up paying out of pocket. Another pair of kids. These were $3.99. These ones, women's. Some of the savers mark their stuff super high. A couple of them I go to, these would be like $14, which is ridiculous. I would never pay that price, and I guess some people will though. These are kind of interesting looking. I usually always get the funny looking Crocs. They were marked at $4.99, so you really can't go wrong there. Crocs are super easy to clean. The next bunch of shoes I got here are Keen. Most of these I think were $5 to like $6. These were $5. They're clogs. Yeah. These ones are pretty cool. I've never seen this style, but I'll have to look it up. I didn't actually look up any of the Keen shoes because I know they always sell if they're in good condition. These ones were like new. You can still see the sticker, like the original sticker. It's a nubuck leather, so, and there's no spots whatsoever. They had them marked at $11.99, so I definitely wasn't going to turn those down. These ones here are a little rougher shape, but I know they'll still sell because there's no holes in them, and I'll clean them up. Unfortunately, somebody put their own insole inside of them. That's not the original insole. So I'm not going to take them out because then they won't have an insole. Someone might leave them in, they might not, but they'll still sell as long as I disclose that the insole is not the original insole. Those were $6.99. I'm assuming I could probably get at least $15 plus shipping for those, so I paid $3.50 for them. Sort of a low profit margin, but Keen sells pretty quickly for me. These ones are nice. More Keen shoes. They were $5 after the discount. Another pair of Keen. These are some pretty cool sneakers. I'll use the leather wipe on these. I'll probably quickly wipe the shiny leather part with Lysol wipes, and then I'll do the, I always wipe my stuff off after. I'll say I'll use like a Lysol wipe, and then I'll wipe it off with a towel, and then I'll use a leather wipe, and then I'll wipe it off with a towel. So, these are in good condition. $9.49 they asked for those. Another pair of Keen clogs. They look better, you know, when you stuff stuff in them, when you take photographs. Otherwise, it just looks sort of like a gross shoe. Last pair of Keen sandals here. Those are pretty nice. One thing you want to always check with Keen is sometimes the sizing wears off, and you can still see this, but you can actually measure the insole and Google, like, or go to the Keen website, and they have their sizing chart, and they usually do it in centimeters, but I haven't had any issues sizing it myself, if need be. Alright, we have these Teva, I think they're Teva Ventura shoes. I'd have to look them up, but they had those at $6.49. With these shoes, often, like right here, will split apart from the shoe, and as long as it's not completely like ripped off, and you take a picture of it and you tell them, people will still buy them even if it's like coming apart a little bit. Another pair of Teva shoes here. I don't usually get the flip-flops, but they were $3.49, so didn't want to pass them up. I know I could get at least probably $12 to $14 with, probably $14 with free shipping, because they're pretty light. I don't usually do free shipping. I'm not sure if I already said that, but because yeah, you don't know where it's going. J41, these don't have a price on them. I think they were marked at $4.99. So these sell pretty well for me. Not super fast, but if you can get them for a good price, they will sell eventually. These are another J41, some sort of like hiking water shoe. These were at $6.99. Okay, so I have 4 totes left. I'm gonna try and do these pretty quickly, but Merrell shoes here, they don't have a brand, a style. Merrell usually says the style on the tag here. This one just says blue navy, but if I use the numbers inside, I can look them up. There's some sort of trail hiking shoes. I believe these are Merrell Continuum, maybe. But they have a Vibram sole. They're in okay condition. Not excellent, but there's no holes, no issues with the inside. So that's why I grabbed them. They were marked at $6.99, so that's a good deal. We have Merrell. These are in really good condition. This is like a stretchy, I need to hold myself up higher. Stretchy type thing on top. Neoprene maybe? But they were $8.99. Merrell mock shoes. Almost no wear on the bottom. These ones are pretty good. Also Merrell, $6.49. $6.49, Merrell. These ones were from the bins. They were Vibram, so I probably paid like $1.30 for them because they're $1.30 a pound. They're meant to be worn barefoot, so hence why they're a little dirty inside. But they're still in good condition, and there's no issues with them. And I think you can still read the size. Yes, you can. So, all right, we have Merrell Pace Glove Vibram on the bottom. The minimalist, like barefoot shoes, they always sell pretty decent, so I grabbed them. These were marked. They don't have a thing. I believe I paid like $5 or $6 for these, but you're gonna get like, I don't know, at least $35 for these, and they're super light. So first class mail. Here is a brand that I don't really know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna guess this is what I call it. I call it Naot, N-A-O-T. So I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but These were $6.49. They always sell pretty decent. They're a nice leather. They always usually have the sizing printed on it. I'll show you another pair. Better example. Nayots. There we go. So you can see it on the bottom too. These ones were $7.49. I almost always get these. These are really nice. The inserts inside are leather. They feel like they'd be like super comfortable, but they sell nicely. Now these Nayot shoes I got at the bins. I normally may not have gotten them unless they were super cheap. Like I paid probably $2 for them. But see right there is a little bit worn. Well, I normally wouldn't buy them, but I did because they're otherwise in really good condition, if you can see. I'm just going to take the leather wipes through them. I mean, maybe you're not in really good condition now that I look at them, but they're still well enough to be able to clean up. For $2, I could probably easily get $15 to $20 for these, plus shipping. Priority padded flat rate envelope. So next shoes, more Nayot. I haven't found any Mary Janes before. I think they're pretty cool. $8.99. The bottoms look nice. So that's those. The rest of these in this bin are Dansko. These were marked at $6.99. They look a little scuffed, but when you take the leather wipes to it, it'll be all right. But otherwise, they're in good condition. There's no issues. The straps are still like stretchy. So yeah. The next ones are Dansko sandals. They were marked at $6.99. Pretty decent condition. Again, I'll use the leather wipes on this upper area. These ones here, I mean, they look dirty over here, but I can wipe that off. That's just surface dirtiness. They're a size 40 wide. I normally wouldn't pay that much for Dansko unless they were really cool looking, like rainbow or something. But these ones with the bigger size, the narrow, wide sizes usually sell pretty good. And there's actually no scratches on here. So that's why I picked these up. These will sell pretty decent, I think. We have 3 pairs of SAS Tripod Comfort. These were marked at $9.49. They're still in good condition. You can see what the emblem looks like. On the bottom, it looks like some sneakers, or whatever you want to call them, Oxfords, I don't know. SAS. Sometimes the insides look, not that one, like this. So bottom will almost always, I believe they always say what it is on the bottom, like the SAS. Some SAS sandals. These were $8.99 marked at. They're in good condition. Next tote is going to be some sneakers and some other stuff. These ones here are sort of like Crocs. They're called Cushy. They were marked at $11.99. I normally wouldn't like to pay that much for something like Crocs, but I did look them up, these specific ones, and they sold for, I don't know, $30 or something like that. So I paid $6.50 for them. Figured might be a good deal. They're in really good condition too. You can see inside, you can still see the tag really well. Alright, so we have a bunch of Brooks sneakers here, I believe. These are Brooks GTS. They're in pretty good condition. The first thing I check for always is the back of these, is to make sure they're good. And then I just push around up here and make sure there's no holes. And it's good to go. Just make sure the insoles are there. A lot of times shoes are missing insoles. If it's a good shoe, people will still buy it without it because they'll insert their own. These are Brooks Addiction. I've never actually seen this type of Brooks. They're kind of heavy. thick sole, but they were marked at $9.99, so $5 is a good price to pay for a good pair of Brooks. This pair here is Brooks Ravenna. Again, good shape back here. I usually just wipe them down really well with the Lysol on the side, and then I take a brush and brush the upper, and usually brush out the inside. Take out the insole, and then just brush it out. Some more Brooks. I kind of like these ones. They look pretty nice. Brooks Launch. Again, these were marked at $9.99. Brooks Cascadia. These are hiking shoes, I believe. They're in good condition here. They were marked at $7.99, so I wasn't going to pass those up. Alright. These are Brooks Glycerin. These ones often have more wear in here because it's like a really soft material, but these ones are in decent condition. They still have a good amount of wear, and I can tell that by looking at the tag here. See how that tag is sort of worn off, but someone will still buy them because there's lots of life in them. Well, not lots, but probably enough to buy them. People usually know what they're looking for, in my opinion, when they buy sneakers online. Because I'm really picky when I buy my shoes. So I guess unless I know exactly what I'm looking for, there's no way I'm going to buy shoes online. Next shoes are Saucony. These are in really good condition, men's shoes. They had them marked at $11.99. But they're, like, other than there's a couple spots of paint, they're in, like, excellent condition. They're actually sample shoes, it says. Not for resale. I find them often out and about at Savers for some reason. But as long as I take a photo of this and mention it in my description clearly, then people don't really care, and I'll still get decent money for those. Another pair of Saucony here are Saucony Oasis. These are Saucony Oasis 2. The first version and this version sell really well. The first version is my favorite pair of shoes, so that's how I know they sell so well. Every time I go to buy them on eBay, the ones I need are gone. So anyways, these are $9.99. Marked that I paid $5. They're in really good condition. They're not even really that dirty here. The bottoms aren't too worn. Next are Asics. I don't always buy Asics, but some of them I will. These ones are Gore-Tex, so I just figured they might be alright. I didn't actually look them up, even though I should have. Next is New Balance. New Balance Minimus, I always buy if they're a good price. I paid $5 for these. They always sell fast, like super fast. So, and when it comes to New Balance, the higher the number on the style, like a New Balance 1180 or something is better than New Balance 440. The higher the number, the more expensive the shoe. So remember that. Alright, so I have 2 totes left. I'm going to go through this next tote. My bangs are driving me crazy. Allen Edmonds. If they're in good condition, you know, the leather's not coming apart, there's no like real soft spots or anything in the bottom, I would get them. These were marked $16.99, so I paid half off. But I mean, you're sort of almost guaranteed to get like 45, 50 bucks for these. These are Maxfield. These ones here look a little more worn, but once I take the leather to it, the leather wipes, it will look a lot better. It won't be so dusty looking and all that. These are Allen Edmonds Nashua. They were marked at $11.99. These bottoms are rubber. They're not like the leather bottoms. Leather bottom shoes are of Allen Edmonds, I think, are worth a little more. Same with Ferragamo, Salvatore Ferragamo, or Colehan. We have these Colehan shoes, men's saddle shoes. They were marked at $11.99. They were in really good condition. Another pair of Cole Haan shoes. These were $8.99. They're the Nike Air kind. So these are Nike Air. I find get more money than like some of the other kind, like Cole Haan City or just the original type. Not really sure what the other brands are. These ones are Cole Haan City. $4.49. I wouldn't pay much more than like $3-4 for these myself, because they're not like a super high reselling price, but they're almost guaranteed to sell at some point. Some more Cole Haan Nike Air. $5.99 for those ones. They're in good condition. I'm just gonna have to like cut off some of the strings that are sticking out, and I'll use the leather wipes on them. Alright, let's see what we have here. Paul Green Munchin. I haven't really sold this brand much. Maybe once. It was alright. Comps look good on certain styles, but they were $4.49, so I wasn't gonna leave them behind. Let's see. We have Coach. I sort of like the fringe up here. I think these ones have the name in it. That's another good thing about Coach shoes, is a lot of them have the name in it. I just can't find it. These are Ryer, Coach Ryer. $12.99 these were marked at. So I got them half off, and they're in really good condition. Other than they do have some wear, I just noticed there. But I'll just take a photo of that, and just people will be able to see that. So they'll still get bought. These Coach shoes here are more marked $6.99. Coach Dory. They're in decent condition. All leather inside. Last pair of Coach shoes. These are the Vanessa shoe. They're in really good condition. I think I've sold a couple of these already, but and they sold pretty quickly too. So $12.99 they were marked at, half off. Now here is a brand that I've never heard of before. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but it looks like Sesto Miyuchi. They're like Las Vegas leather clogs. I paid about $5 for those. I did look them up because I've never heard of them, and I wasn't sure if they'd sell. I've only seen one sold and none for sale. The one sold for $27. So I was like, I'm just gonna get them. And then I found another pair of that. The completeds for that brand don't really look that good, but some of them do. So I don't know if people are pricing them wrong or what. So I figured I'd take a risk on that. It was a 9.5. Bigger sizes do okay for me. So let's see. Here's a pair of Born shoes. These were $6.49. Good condition inside. Here's a brand that I really love to find, but I don't find it that often. Ms. Moose. Let me show you what it looks like. They always sell really quickly for me. These are in excellent condition too. I think they had these, I thought these were, I don't know, I think I paid like $6 for these after the discount, but the price must have fell off. And I did find one more pair of Ms. Moose shoes. These ones here. So, got 2 more pairs in this tote. These are Naya Rustica shoes. They're really well made. And these are in good condition. They had these marked at $11.99. I've sold a few pairs, so and they sold pretty quickly, so I figured why not. I didn't even bother looking those ones up, but I did look these ones up. $12.99, and they seem like a good deal, and they've sold a few times recently. So another pair of Naya. So that's why I got those. Got one tote left. Then I'm gonna go through, and then I'm done. These ones are Simple brand. I find them now and then, and they don't always sell super fast, but they do sell. So, Bogs. I don't usually buy Bogs, but these were cool. I looked them up. Osmosis says, because I think they wanted more than I wanted to pay for them. But I think I paid like $6 for these. But they were worth it. Comps look good for them, and there's no holes. I'm just gonna clean them up. Oh yeah, they're $13, so it's $6.50 for them. Vans. I don't always get Vans. I got these because I paid like $2 for them. I don't know. I don't really. They were in good condition, so. Let's see. Atrex. These ones here. $8.99 that I marked at. A lot of these shoes, I've sold like 3 or 4 pairs internationally. So for some reason, people internationally like these. But they're a pretty comfortable shoe. At least they feel like it. I've never worn them. These are a little squished, so I'll just stretch them out when I take photos. These next shoes are called Ash. They were marked at $4.49. The bottoms are discolored, but the uppers are good. I sold a pair of sandals for like almost $50. This brand. I didn't actually look these up, but I figured for $2.25 it was worth the risk just to grab them. There's often too many people in the store on sale day that I can't take standing there looking up too many things. People will actually walk up to me and start picking through my cart and savers. So I try not to spend too much time with a full cart. These next shoes are MBT, the rocker heel type. Fila makes them, Skechers makes them, but this brand here is a little higher end than Skechers, and they asked $9.99 for these, so I paid $5. But these usually sell pretty quickly and for a good price. So Mephisto, these are kind of dirty, but they had them at $3.99. Mephisto all-rounder. I'll have to clean off the bottoms of them, and $2 is a good price. So I like Mephisto. It's a good brand. Let's see, we have Nike. I don't usually buy Nike. Nike's not a brand that I like to buy unless it's like something fancy. So I did look these up. They asked $8.99, and I think I can get like $30 for these specifically. So that's why I got them. But normally I don't buy Nike unless it's like a fancy shoe. Next brand is a brand that I don't find too often. I think I've found maybe 4 times. Fly Flot. These were marked at $5.99. See if you can see the bottom. Inside of that there, it's like all leather. It's actually really nice. It's almost no scratches. I'll just cut off the string and wipe it down. Let's see. Got Skechers. I don't always buy Skechers, but they do sell whenever I buy them. But these were $3.99, so these are in good shape. They look rough because of the type of leather, but I'll just try and get some good pictures of them. These here are Timberland, another brand that I don't usually buy, but they are in really good shape. And they are work shoes, the slip resistant kind. So I've sold these a few times, and it always works out really well. So I was willing to pay half of the $12 asking price. I have a few more pairs left here, and then we are done. So Skechers, again, I did look these up. It was worth buying. Nothing spectacular, but they were only asking $7.49. This next brand is Riker. You can see that there. With the glare. Let's see the bottom. I'll try that. Riker. I got these at the bin, so I probably paid $1.30 for them, but this brand always sells well. Sometimes they look rough because the inside's leather, but if you just clean them up, or even if they're discolored, as long as there's no holes, people still buy this brand. last pair of shoes that I got here are, I've never sold them. Well, maybe once actually, but I did look them up. They're called G-Defy, Gravity Defier. It says they are a trampoline. They have trampoline technology. There's some sort of, I don't really know what they're supposed to do, to be honest with you. Maybe they're supposed to make you jump high. But I looked them up. They asked $11.99 for them. I did look them up before I bought them because that's a lot to pay for shoes that I don't know anything about. But yeah, so I got these shoes and we'll see how they sell. We'll see what I get for them. Maybe I'll get like 30 bucks, I'm hoping, plus shipping. And that is it. So that's what I spent $430 on at Savers. I'm going to, I would have probably by now already cleaned off all of the stickers, but I wanted to do this video. So now I will clean the shoes and then I will photograph the shoes and put them in poly bags and then I will list the shoes. Future time, if you guys would like, maybe I will show you my shipping area of what boxes I use the most to ship shoes, and I guess we'll go from there. So that is what I got. I hope you enjoyed my video, and peace.